It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever, the gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him. Cause they don't love it, they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized that this whole game is takeable if I want it. And I do, yes, I want it. I don't care how you feel about it, I do what I want. I used to look up to the people that I'm moving in front of. It's not that crazy anymore, my city used to it come up. Bryce and Jack G, James is up next. The rest is up to me, these lames is upset. My peers get upstaged, the fans are obsessed. My city is upcoming, its people are oppressed. And I'm gonna change things. I'm up at Carmichael's trying to get on the same page. I heard about the rapper that you claim was a mainstay. They had a nice run, but they never gonna maintain because they don't love it, 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 they don't love it.
Who's the best MC? Cole, Kendrick, and me. Instead of comparing the three, let us exist in peace. I'm really just getting started. You've only witnessed the tease. 10,000 steps ahead as I choke on it. 2017 was my moment of truth. I was a year away from not being known as a youth. Approaching manhood. Peach fuzz covered my chin. Even then I would leave rap going with the wind. I'm not a Muslim, so why would Allah pretend? I'm not too good at following trends. I am the trend. I am the truth. I am the God. I am the Zen. There is no way around it. My just make amends. These flows are coated golden. If you the then I must be the cold and exploding what the commode is. Real soon they're gonna have to mention Mr. Clay the magician with the greatest of Drizzy, Drakes, and Wheezies, Andres and Jiggers, Pac, Biggie, and Nas, Face Mob, Easy and Raekwon. It's easy to say these things looking for clout, but this is non-fiction. The proof's in the pudding, it's none missing. You and your opinion, you can stick that up your... I jumped to touch the sky and landed on planet Uranus. Houston, we got a problem. No need to look for solutions. I'm stacking Eisenhowers. Deceased presidents in the wall in my residence as I increase stepping on ballin' forever while kissing the sweet melanin of a broad that I met in the Netherlands. Address me as Marcus Clay, the developing veteran. That's why I got no time to sleep. I gotta creep the late night to get this cake to bake right. I'm thinking real estate licenses. I've seen multiple moments of indecisiveness. I got scars on my back that resemble tiger slits. When it's all said and done, I'll be one of the greatest you know. The only one left like a by the Uno. But who knows what the future holds. My moving stupid. Most of you do it for the internet, and I'm not into that, and that's the disconnect. Comparing me to these rappers is disrespect. Who's the best MC? Cole, Kendrick, and me.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Jets. Here's the punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. But right away, they'll change the look. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a second down and 6. Play action. Here's Hurts. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Short clock. Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
That's good for a Jets. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Go to 50. Hey, you walk over here. Inside.
On play action, Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here, because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide open receiver.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Right back to Cook for another completion. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Rodgers changing the play, it appears. They go play action here on 1st down. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin from 4 yards out. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage. And
this is going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Rodgers now on first down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. 2 yards on the pickup there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing is Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And it'll be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
No. Stay right. 26. Look at you.
Now Rodgers. And got his man complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. Two remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block up.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one goes for 24 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Maybe in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Catch made right side by Wilson. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Jets have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Second down, here's Hurts. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Here's Hurts to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They're going to try and throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot.
It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in a bed like him. Cause they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized that this whole game is takeable if I want it. And I do, yes, I want it. I don't care how you feel about it. I do what I want. I used to look up to the people that I'm moving in front of. It's not that crazy anymore. My city used to come up. Bryce and Jack G. James is up next. The rest is up to me. These lames is upset. My peers get upstage. The fans are obsessed. My city is upcoming. These people are oppressed. And I'm gonna change things. I'm up at Carmichael's trying to get on the same page. I heard about the rapper that you claim was a mainstay. They had a nice run, but they never gonna maintain because they don't love it. 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 They don't love it.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Carolina Panthers. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get... From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready.
Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. A man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in an Eagle uniform, it's Miles Sanders. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Ready?
Young to throw it. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Hey, red, green jack. Steel, black. Check, huh?
4th down, Young. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down. The defense a little lax there. They give up 9 on 4th and 4. Now here's Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On the ball.
Off the play fake, Young. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
It's caught by Sanders. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. It'll be Young again. And Sharp pulls it in. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Chark, 34 yards. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Smith catches left side. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
A quick throw complete to Chark. He's across midfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 47 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. The play fake. Now Young. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Mario Goodrich showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Throwing. Young. This is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Hayden Hurst. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Following the interception, Young. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 on the down. Young here, you can see changing the play. Now they'll change things up. They go play action. Young sliding out of the pocket. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Ready?
The Young keeps it, moving right. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Panthers take a 3-touchdown lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The second down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Hurts. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
It's Young off play action. They'll roll him out right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Adam Thielen, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers continue to pull away here in this first half. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. 1 play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25.
It's a gain of 20. First down.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Ready, strike.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Let's go.
Now a first down throw for Young. He's got Mingo. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Mingo, 91 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Red, cycle.
The Young's going to throw for this. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger.
Eagles 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Philly. 52 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
So here's a 3rd and 14. He'll look to throw. Is to the sideline and incomplete. Nearly intercepted, in fact. But he couldn't hang on. 4th down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
73.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th, and the Panthers will get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
1st down, Young. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Young off the play fake. Being chased out left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
Open man is Mingo, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
The kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball in his hands.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And now they're in the hurry up.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
To the air once more, Young. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Young to throw it. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the red zone now, Young. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Set, ready. Six, Mega, 5, 97. Ready?
Final play of the half, Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Hayden Hurst, as time expires in the first half. And the Panthers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. On the return, Boston Scott. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you just have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Hurts. Complete to Zacchaeus. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
At this point in the game, and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Back to throw again. He'll get this off to Swift. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Olamide Zaccheaus, 33 yards. And the Eagles are able to claw one back. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
A quick throw complete to Chark. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Young going to move him around. Here's Young on first down. He'll air one out deep from Mingo. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 3rd down and 6. And now they'll shift things around. Young on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
On the ready? At the 48-yard line.
Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Black Ultra. Blaster, 6.
On play action, Young. And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Yellow. Red, cycle. Yellow.
Thielen going to go in motion right. They'll throw again. Young. That's caught by Mingo, right side. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready.
2nd and 6.
Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Flushed out right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Panthers add 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2. The Young's going to throw for this. Flush to his right.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, it's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this. No, okay.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And some space here. A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
It's Young off play action. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Coming across the formation and making the catch is Chark. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Hey, blue, steel, black. Set.
Again, it's Young. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Young off the play fake. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some...
Touchdown! DJ Chark with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say, they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. That throw by Young incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
5-6. 6. Madden.
It's Young on first down. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Claude Ray. Let's go. Go set.
To the air once more, Young. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. They'll try and throw for him. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the two-point try. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Eluding the pressure right. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup.
Here's Hurts to throw. Complete to Zacchaeus. On a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. One back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, what has been...
Fix my cheek real quick. What you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm good in my hood like they call me the blessing. You jacking my side, you gotta come and check in. As the wind get hectic, don't make me slide up on you, no electric. You hit them like it's Tetris. You felt the way and know you do a texting. Listen, I don't know why they mentioning beef. I don't think no one better than me. You would say what you want, but my steppers don't speak. If I tell them to go, then they stepping on 3 like border chain. That's competitive. Me make it rain in your hood like I weather the streets. My label we good, I'ma get to the breach. You only as tough as your weapon could be. I done Connie and Dylan, I got off the block. Took the hate and put that in the watch. I ice on my neck cause little shorty on hot. It's some rappers that want me to flap. I don't care about no dissing cause none of them pop. And I'm shooting my stars off a pop. They be all on my DM like when you gon' drop. Look, it get boring just me at the top. It get boring just me at the top. I be shaking their hearts every time that I drop. Like when I walk in the spot, it says you won't be in this. If you don't make it hot like her. New deal, AP, I done signed up with Def Jam. Jay-Z got the in my left hand. Play me every time that I step them. Hate me like what? Play with the game and you play with your life. With a bag in your head, it don't matter the price. Put on their neck, so I got me some ice. If I'm dissing you once, I ain't saying it twice. Said I got time today, I done stepped in the field, I got time to play. And my exes are up there, time to wait. Blocking, I said I need time away. Like, what you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm good in my hood like they call me the blessing. You jacking my side, you gotta come and check in. As the wind get hectic, don't make me slide up on you, no electric. Blocking, hit them like it's Tetris. You felt the way and know you do a texting. Listen.
Southside on the track. Mellow made it right. New drip, I just spent some G's on my attire. These righteous keep on going, but my jeans getting tighter. I went overseas with the swiper. Bad, no, I never seen nothing like her. I bought for my snipers. Any son moving, make it sing like the choir. Peter, got Lindsay Lohan. I need some more bands. I'm a grown man. If you gon' tweet it, ain't no need to tell me how you feel. My whole city catching bees, I'm from the rock for real. Broski turned into a demon when he off them. Ride till I die, hope that Jesus come and grab the wheel. That singing like Clay Aiken. RP to all my loved ones that ain't make it. Got a bond with
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got a good one here in the AFC, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside. Coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Get set. Turbo one hard.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Tua sets up to pass it. That's swung out to Mostert. Shoves him aside. And Mostert going to pick up the Dolphins' first down as the tackle made right at the 30-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it through. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up the first down.
Tyson Anderson there to get him down defensively.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And now the rookie's free. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Smith. And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now Burrow changing the look. Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. At
after the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Play action. It's Burrow. This is caught. It's Burrow. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And now an audible here into something else. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bengals are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Berrios now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Mostert hit and he drops the ball. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And Burrow going to change the play. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Under pressure, and they get it to him again. Raekwon Davis. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
It's 4th down.
12.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 42 yards. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down. Good work there on 4th and 1. They get 7 to move the chains. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either...
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Bengals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but...
Diego.
I'm with the cash like Diego.
God. Yeah. All these dumps on me go, just like Diego. God. Yeah. All these shooters on me just go, just like Diego. God. Yeah. Got a dime piece with me, she gon' go just like Diego. God. Yeah. They don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego. Solitaire. Earrings, they be shining, keep blinded. Ain't met up, yeah, I can't. Since I got rich, she say I'm just cause I took her on the island. The money keep on piling. Talk to me, yeah. Better talk nice. Running off with the fettuccine, they both that can't talk twice. Know they pray on my downfall. Everything I do, I gotta walk like. Let them in, jacket off. Rich, so I'm off life. God. Yeah. All these dumps on me go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, all these shooters on me just go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, got a dime piece with me, she gon' go just like Diego. God. Yeah, they don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego.
Why you think we the same? We ain't the same. I'm the type to do the hitting up, you the type to pay hitters. Why you think we the same? We ain't the same. I'm the type to do the hitting up, you the type to pay hitters.
Hey, DJ.
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Jets. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read. It almost dared him to try and put his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Jets will take over. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Inside. Hey, 88.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Got an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. And again, it's Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Nicole Hardman, 27 yards. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
on second down, Swift. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Taking a deep shot here for Hart. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're still in search of an initial.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They go play action with Hurts. Complete to Zacchaeus. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Philadelphia.
Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. This is Swift on the counter. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down, Eagle.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick. This one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
Well, the way things have been going to this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play, and they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular run it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now, start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and 3rd and 1 now.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
A gain of 15.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Play action. Here's Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Open, and he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And complete right side to Cook. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Hey, take 26.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And quickly, they get to the line.
First down. First and 10 at the 36.
Hey, take 26.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Be a nice play for the offense.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
He completes it to Wilson. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 8. On play action, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back
plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field.
6:30.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Tyler Conklin, 38 yards. And the Jets have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Now Hurts looking to change the play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts, flush to his right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll try it now with Swift. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
That's up to throw it.
Eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
They're not liking the look. They'll change the play. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Rolling to his right. Throw right side. Caught by Goddard, the tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert.
Fix my cheek real quick. What you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm sitting my hood like they call me the blessing. You jacking my side, you gotta come and check in. After where it get hectic, don't make me slide up on you, no electric. You hit them like it's Tetris. You felt the way you know you do it texting. Listen, I don't know why they mentioning beef. I don't think no one better than me. You can say what you want, but my steppers don't speak. If I tell them to go, then they stepping on 3 like for the chain. That's competitive. Me make it rain in your hood like I weather the streets. My label we good, I'ma get to the breach. You only as tough as your weapon could be. I done Connie and Dylan, I got off the block. Cause they hate them, put that in the watch. I ice on my neck cause I'm shorty on hot. Get some rappers that want me to flop. I don't care about no dissing cause none of them pop. And I'm shooting my stars off a pop. They be all on my DM like when you gon' drop. Look, it get boring just me at the top. It get boring just me at the top. I be shaking their hearts every time that I drop. Like when I walk in the spot, it says you won't be in this if you don't make it hot like her. New deal, AP, I done signed up with Def Jam.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, boy, what a matchup. 2 NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Chicago Bears. Here's the punter, Trenton Gill, now to do the honors, and off we go here at Soldier Field. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. On play action, Prescott. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
No wasting any time here before hitting on a big play. And that was something this defense talked about having to guard against. Not giving up big plays in the passing game. But here's one on the opening drive of the contest.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
Now the first pass of the afternoon is complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first. Fields now to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series you have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Fields. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They snap it to Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys' offense. Prescott on 1st down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Prescott now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a 1st down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker from the 31. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Prescott. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns.
Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is teasing with my passions. Pretty girls, you think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these mansions. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving till I be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explore this war before I go. And that's some hours in my face way. Now it's like work for 10K all cause it is 10 gaming. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red-eye flights for straight off.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the New York Jets.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from MetLife Stadium.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. Play action. It's Wilson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Throwing is Wilson. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyler Conklin, 30 yards.
And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon.
Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At the 20. Now Fields. Forced out to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That is caught by Herbert. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Let's see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time, either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They'll run with Herbert, and he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On play action, Fields rolling to his left. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Hey, going out right here.
Here's Fields on the sneak. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
No gain. Quarterback sneak. No gain. Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
And needed a full yard there. On 4th down, Fields. He'll buy some time right. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. He'll go right back to Tunyon. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Jets' 9-yard line.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. Touchdown, Bears. Cole Kmet from 6 yards away. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go, Snipe.
On second down, here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He'll get that complete to Khalil Herbert. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Herbert. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. And it's caught. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Mercedes Lewis there to make the grab. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. A big play there just before halftime. And even 60 yards. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Wilson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 23.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Fields now to throw. On the move to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
A final shot before the break. Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Here we go. Get you. Ready. Up. Hey, Ken.
A final shot before break. Fields. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Fields, buying time to his left. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Now it's Fields. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Fields throw here into the hands of Moore. Touchdown! DJ Moore. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field.